Once upon a time, there was a small, curious girl living in a cozy little house. Just outside her window was a tiny garden, but it was bare. No flowers, no plants, nothing to bring it to life. This emptiness weighed on the girl's heart, making her feel sad and longing for something beautiful to grow. One sunny afternoon, as she sat on the front porch, her mother handed her a ripe, golden mango. The small girl's eyes lit up, for she loved mangoes more than anything. She eagerly devoured the sweet fruit, savoring each juicy bite. But when she finished, she stared at the hard seed, unsure what to do with it. With a flash of inspiration, she grabbed a stone, her tiny hands trembling with excitement, and cracked the seed open. Carefully, she dug a small hole in the barren garden and placed the seed inside, covering it gently with dirt. From that day forward, every morning, without fail, the girl would water the spot where she had planted the seed, her heart swelling with hope. Soon a tiny sprout poked through the soil. The girl was overjoyed. As the seasons passed, the sprout grew into a small plant. The girl clapped her hands with delight, twirling in circles around the garden. Her heart was light and filled with hope for the future. But as months turned into years, the plant stubbornly remained fruitless, and her excitement began to fade. One day, after waiting patiently for 2 whole years, the small girl sat on her doorstep staring at the tree. "Where are the mangoes?" she whispered to herself, her voice thick with disappointment. Tears welled up in her eyes. She wanted mangoes so badly. Her mother, noticing her sadness, knelt beside her and softly said, "Just wait 3 more years, my dear, and you will have mangoes." So the girl waited, full of renewed hope. But 3 more years passed, and still no mangoes appeared. Frustration gnawed at her. "I can't wait any longer," she said, throwing her hands up in defeat. "I don't want mangoes anymore." As the years drifted by, the small girl grew into a young woman, got married, and had children of her own. The mango tree grew tall and strong, its thick branches casting a cool shade over the garden, but it still bore no fruit. Many, many years later, the girl, now an old woman, would sit beneath the tree, its branches swaying gently in the breeze. She closed her eyes, enjoying the comfort of the shade. "This tree may not give mangoes, but its shade is enough for me," she said, smiling softly. One afternoon, while sitting under the tree, she looked up and gasped. There, hanging from one of the branches, was a plump, golden mango. Her heart raced. With trembling hands, she reached up and plucked the mango from the tree, holding it close to her chest. The sweetness of the mango had not changed, and as she bit into it, a tear slid down her cheek. After all these years, the fruit was still as sweet as she remembered. It was then that she realized some things take time, more time than we can imagine. But when they finally happen, the wait is always worth it.